Ojo and Dinaway Maganadog. Mino Kishkat. Kisakin. I hope you're well. Just a real quick pop in as I try to reset my algorithm, which I've learned the algorithm is not my friend, and that's okay. So if you're here watching this, thank you. It's not an accident because the algorithm probably didn't push you here. You found your way here via some really synchronicitous pathways. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about rest. I had a veg day yesterday, even though I was able to get some work done. I didn't do the things around my home and then the other activities that I had planned because I was under the weather. I wasn't feeling well, and I'm still not 100% right now, hoping that it's gonna pass really quickly because I don't have time to be sick. But what I was thinking about this morning was how I always question my path the day after I have a sick day or a down day or a veg day. The day after, I'm always, questioning myself. Am I still on my path? Am I still doing the things that I need to do for my spiritual growth, because I feel so unaccomplished from having taken a day off of rest? And part of that, I think, is just my makeup. It's like how I've come into the world, how I've been brought into the world. Pardon me. But also part of it is capitalism. We're just conditioned to grind, hustle, hustle, hustle. So what I think about, what I want to talk about, is the idea that we're coming into a time in an era. We're coming into an era where we're gonna be encouraged to rest more, to spend more time, what we would call downtime. Not necessarily vegging out, but also, yes, vegging out, because that's a part of rest and recovery that has been conditioned out of us to be normal. So it's going to feel frantic. I think it's going to start feeling really frantic here, even more frantic in the next few weeks. But a reminder to you and to myself as well is that rest is important. It is an important part of recovery. It is an important part of our being able to return to ourselves. It is an important part of being able to actually hear our own souls and to find our own light within us, to find our own grace within us. So if you are someone who is potentially struggling with this idea of, no time to rest, feeling the weight of the hustle culture or the grind culture, I'm here to tell you that from my point of view, from what I'm hearing from my guides and ancestors, it's okay to rest. It's important to rest. And to not run yourself ragged to the point where recovery is almost futile. So, I mentioned at the beginning of the video here, we're talking about the algorithm. And I know this is something that I struggle with a lot with this particular channel, or with this part of my work, is that if I don't do the videos often enough, if I don't post something often enough, then I'm not going to get in the algorithm. And to a certain extent, I kind of don't care. But it's also really interesting to see that, these videos don't get the views that I would like for them to get. And, there's a separation of being able to say, let your ego take a back seat right now. It's not about how many views, but it's about the work. And the nice thing about the video being put into the internet is that the work's going to exist. Like maybe it'll get uncovered in 50 years or something. Who knows? My job is to do the work. So I think there's an allegory there for us to compare to, if we think in terms of social media algorithms and how they compel us to keep pushing and grinding and hustling. And what does that feel like in our in the real world, right? Not in the virtual world of internet, social media stuff. They're mirrored, they're parallel paths. They're just different mechanisms. So I hope that what you're hearing from me lands, which is to rest and to trust your soul during that resting time, and to use that time to just get really in touch with your grace. Just try to find your grace, because that is your superpower. That's what I'm going to be doing today for myself, is trying to find my superpower. All right, so we've got one card today because I've got to get going here, but from the Healing Waters Oracle deck, the Rainbow, Sweet Relief, New Beginnings, a New Way Forward. I love that. A new way forward. All right, no hustle culture. There is something about hustling that is powerful for certain generations, I think. Maybe that's the way to say that. And like everything, there's light and there's dark. And choose the light part of hustle, I guess. If you are like that person who's not going to step away from that mindset, you're just built that way. And I'm kind of talking to myself too while I'm saying this. Yeah, just walk on the light side of hustle culture as much as possible. All right, let's see what Sophia of the Clouds has to say for you guys today. Infinite. Okay. Infinite. I know you're not going to be able to see this. I'm going to put it up, but it's not going to. Look at those clouds. Infinite. Okay. So how that lands for me is that the possibilities for me to rest take me into a possibility of infinite blessings. Yeah, that's the word. Infinite blessings. All right, we'll leave that there, and I hope that you're well. If you landed here and this message resonated with you, please please share. I would appreciate that. Like I said, if these videos don't get seen for another 50 years and they land with people at that time, and that's the right time, then I'm good with that. But if you're here right now and you like this and you want to share it to other people, I would appreciate that as well. In the meantime, Mama P, remember, grace is your superpower. Please learn more about the 7 grandfather teachings. That's going to help us get where we need to be, and take great care.